Say, do you like the Nestle Crunch Bar but hate that everything that makes it iconic? Well, you're in luck. Today, we're looking at the Crunch Cookie Bar. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff, and this is another review from the candy aisle. Nestle Crunch, at it again. Replacing your beloved Rice Krispies, the standout reason why people buy Crunch Bars, with cookie or biscuit if you're, I don't know, British. Okay, let's give it a try. Yes, I get that it's enlarged to show detail. That is what she said. Okay. Anything on the back here? This is a Nestle Canada product, but I believe this is available regionally in various places, like perhaps the United States. Nutrition facts, and it's a Crunch Bar, guys. It's a Crunch Bar, but with biscuit instead. I think this is a bad idea. That's my idea. Although I love this packaging. Whoa, it's going to say Crunch all the way across it. I'm not going to take it all out because, you know. It's not even that it's... And, like, let's be clear. I don't think that, like, a bar with cookie bits in it is, like, a bad idea. It's probably fine. I just think... I think, like, if in a vacuum, like, unrelated to the Nestle Crunch Bar, probably... This is probably has potential to be totally fine. It's just the fact that, like, it's like the signature thing about a Crunch Bar, right? Yep. Yeah. Oh man, that chocolate's pretty good. This is pretty good. Like I said, it's good. And I have no problems whatsoever with this. I don't. I think I'm just being a little obstinate about it because I don't know what the hell. It's like your main characteristic you're replacing, right? Like if you took like a caramello bar and replaced the caramel with like chocolate ganache, you might sit there saying, wait a second, is this still a caramello? You get the idea, right? At least this still has a crunch to it. So that's something. The biscuit pieces are pretty tasty, and there's not, it's not, I know it's not like readily apparent visibly, but they're distributed pretty evenly, which I like. Also one of the things that like people like about the Crunch Bar, right? There's a whole lot of the Krispies. And right here you can see, just like the Crunch Bar with the Krispies, these biscuit pieces are very well distributed. Also, if you think about a Crunch Bar versus like the classic Crunch Bar, versus a, what's it called? 100 Grand, right? 100 Grand is an American chocolate bar that has, also has Krispies in it, but they're like notably like much smaller. These piece sizes are really equivalent to, the crunch size of Krispies. That makes sense. So the ratios, I'm saying, are similar for this bar to the classic Crunch Bar. So I probably should just drop my stupid misgivings and my, overly critical, I don't know, first take on this and like just treat it for what it is. It's a Crunch Bar with bits of cookie in it. I think they did a pretty decent job at it, to be completely honest. Taste is good. The milk chocolate is just as good as standard Crunch Bar, which is like, I like Nestle chocolate. I think it's pretty decent. And I think it still has a crunch. The biscuits are not, the biscuit pieces, like they add the texture, they add that like quality that makes the crunch interesting. But the star of the show, in my mind, has always still been the chocolate. It's the chocolate, and then it's like it's almost like a textural sort of thing about the experience of eating it that the Crispies, or the biscuit in this case, provide. I still think I prefer the biscuit, the Crispies. Crispies, like, they have this like dissolving quality a little bit more than, you know what I mean? Like, they just snap down because they're so filled with air, I suppose, than this biscuit does. But the biscuit is actually a pretty fine substitute. That said, do we need a substitute? I don't know. I think the Crunch Bar is pretty great as it is. So not one that I like go out of my way for usually, but I certainly have nothing against a good Crunch Bar now and then. So with that said, I do recommend this, especially for Crunch Bar aficionados. But I don't necessarily know this is something you need to like rush out and, this is not like blowing my socks off. It's not anything overly unexpected. I suppose if you could say anything, it exceeded my expectations, but perhaps that's just because on the surface, my expectations were like immediately set kind of low because, like, what are you doing? Which I think is still a valid criticism of like the concept here. But it's true to say that, like, if this weren't labeled Crunch Bar, I would think it was a absolutely decent, well-prepared chocolate bar. So Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate the Crunch Cookie Bar I'm going to rate it a 4 out of 5. It's a pretty middling 4. It's low to middling 4. Like I said, it's not as good as a Crunch Bar, as like a Crunch Bar with the Crispies in it. Which I would say is a high 4, possibly a 5 on a good day. You know what I mean? Yeah. But this is fine. This is totally fine. Yeah, that's my take on it. Have you had a chance to try this Crunch Cookie Bar? What do you think? This packaging is a little weird, right? Like, it made me worried that it was just going to be like a cookie or something somehow. Do you remember that? Did I review it? No, I didn't review it. I reviewed this. Did I review it? This Twix released in Europe. They released a bar that was just the cookie biscuit part. Pretty weird, right? Anyway, that's kind of what I thought this was when I first saw it, but thankfully no. Okay, anyway, 4 out of 5. That's my take. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks very much for watching. I will catch you all next time. So long, everyone. Bye.